But every choice I've always made since age of 3 onwards has been great.
Every choice since the age of 3 has been great. I don't think the choice of coming on this show was that great. What is up, everyone? My name is Durgy Spade and I am a professional wedding MC, so you can imagine being in the wedding industry. When I came across Indian Matchmaking on Netflix, I just had to watch it. If you're planning to get married anytime soon and you want a free ebook of 7 wedding mistakes that you need to avoid, you can download it now absolutely free over at weddingchecklistnow.com. Here are some of my thoughts on the most craziest parts of this show. Let's take a look. Okay, let's meet Akshay.
Life is kind of easy. When I was in Boston for my undergrad, I had to do all kinds of things that I would never do over here. Like at home, I was not used to even making my bed, and then laundry, and then ironing, and eat food on time. I had to take care of myself all alone, you know, no one else. But I mean, it all depends when I meet the right person.
I love how the camera's panned in on him and he's just playing video games and he's just like, oh yeah, life is easy. I got my food, I got people feeding me, I got people throwing me into bed, my bed was made. Life is alright, man. Life is easy. I don't think it'll be a problem finding a girl for Akshay.
भी अपने को शायद 5'3" तक
5'3" से नीचे मैं देख ही नहीं रही हूँ. मुझे लड़की में प्रॉब्लम ये है कि the girl has to be a bit flexible.
His mom wants him to marry someone that's over 5'3". Okay. His mom wants him to marry someone that's flexible. I'm not sure what that means, but flexible's good. How could you be tall and flexible? Are tall people flexible? That's kind of weird.
वो मेरे लिए भी easy हो जाएगा और and I know अक्षय वैसे लड़की को पसंद कर लेगा.
Awkward
So,
pause. I like how she's just like, Akshay will like this girl. And then the camera pans over to Akshay. Simanti asks him how he is and he's just kind of like, oh God. Akshay, listen, you're getting a girl who's over 5'3" and flexible. You're gonna have to say a few words, buddy. It's important to remember that, especially on reality shows, sometimes the creators of the show like to edit scenes in a way to make people on the show look a certain way or portray them a certain way. I don't know if these people are really like this in real life. We can only watch, we can only judge the show based on what we're seeing. So if any people from the show are watching this, don't be upset. We're just basing it on what we've been shown on Netflix. So let's go.
तो बेटा किस टाइप का क्या चाहिए तेरे को? What's your preferences?
जैसे बताइए वैसे होगा ना, मॉम और डैड डिसाइड.
तेरा भी तो कुछ बोल. सब मॉम पे छोड़ेगा तो कैसे होगा?
वो तुम्हें मिलने के बाद बताऊंगा ना. हाँ. Well, I'm kind of a shy person, introvert. I'm really close to my mom. I can say extremely close. My mom's very particular about some things. I would want my life partner to have the same qualities.
She should be flexible.
Alright Akshay, I have to tell you, Simanti's right. At some point you gotta tell her what you want, man. You can't just be like, okay, mom and dad will decide for me. Because what's gonna happen is mom and dad are gonna bring you a girl, you're gonna see her and be like, oh, that's not what I want. So why waste your time, dude? You gotta be a little bit more specific, you know, and it's okay. You gotta describe what your tastes in girls are. Now listen, dude, from one Indian dude to another Indian dude, look, I love my mom too, but you need to man up a little bit. If you're trying to get married, I think it's time to turn from a boy into a man. Make some of your own decisions. Talk to your mama about if what she wants for you is what you want for yourself. If you've never seen me before, if you like this video, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so I can keep bringing you more value, more great content, absolutely free.
Nobody gets a perfect dream life partner. My mom is literally what I want to be looking at in a wife. Yeah.
Alright, I hate to break it to you, Akshay, but when you say nobody gets a perfect dream life partner, somebody's been feeding you the Kool-Aid, man. You've been drinking the Kool-Aid. There's a lot of people out there that have found the perfect dream life partner. Be like them, and that's what you should strive for. So I don't know, Akshay, who's told you that there isn't the perfect person. And yeah, we're not all perfect, but there is a perfect person for you. And my man, your mom is literally what you want in a wife. It's a little bit concerning because I also know that up to this point in your life, someone's made your bed, someone's fed you, someone's cleaned after you, someone's looked after you, possibly your mama. So, Akshay, the person you're looking for, your wife, your future wife, should not be exactly your mom. She should not be the person coming in to look, clean up after you. You don't want a maid, buddy. You want someone you can spend your life with, someone you actually like. Again, if you want a maid, get a maid. But if you want a wife, it's time to put on the big boy pants.
And seriously, Akshay, now I'm pissed off.
We'll meet, we'll see.
No. See, you get married this year and they have a baby next year. So they are getting late because of you.
अरे but मैंने क्या किया?
तुमने शादी फाइनल नहीं किया.
मैं रोका नहीं किसी को.
नहीं, what do you mean by रोका नहीं? तुमने हमको रोका ना लड़कियां पसंद करने से. तो उनको तुम्हारा वेडिंग एंजॉय करने के बाद फिर उनको ये करना है, आगे बढ़ना है.
वो अलग बात है.
नहीं तो अलग नहीं बात है. It is interlinked. हाँ. पापा.
Now it's high time.
You and Papa decide. Then me and Papa will finalize. Final decision is mine, no? Good. Thank you.
Akshay has no say.
Mama's pissed off. Akshay's mom, I love how you got everything planned out. So the older son's gonna have a baby next year. Pro tip, it's not always that easy. But before that son can have a kid, you need Akshay to get married. So everything is stopped. I'm not sure what the reason is behind Akshay needing to be married before the kid comes. I mean, if the kid came first and Akshay got married, is it the end of the world? I don't know. Maybe Akshay's mom doesn't want kids at the wedding. So Akshay better hurry up because God forbid that kid pops out before you tie the knot. High time. Mamas always get the last laugh.
मुझे तो दोनों तीनों पसंद थी. मुझे उदयपुर की भी पसंद थी, दिल्ली की भी पसंद थी, मुझे कोलकाता की भी पसंद थी. तीनों में से एक बोल दे. 1, 2, 3 बोल. फिनिश करो.
I like how Akshay's mom doesn't even have names for the girls. It's the Udaipur girl or the Delhi girl or the Kolkata girl. It's just 1, 2, 3. It's like going to a carnival and picking a door to see which prize is behind which door. Door 1, 2, 3. Let's find out it's not like there's a future wife behind there.
I see some of my friends and they're with their husbands all the time, and I'm like, don't you hate that person? Like, you see them all the time. They're like, they're my husband. And I'm like, oh, do we have to see our husbands all the time? Is that a thing that people have to do? Because I'd rather not, I think.
Aparna, I'm not sure if you know, but most people when they get married end up living together. If you're living together, you're probably going to end up seeing that person all the time. So if that's not in your books, you may want to reconsider this whole marriage thing. That's free advice. I won't be sending you an invoice for that.
I was always so motivated and I was always putting so much pressure on myself. I'm a lawyer and I volunteer and I travel everywhere I can. Every day I'm sad I've only made it to 40 countries. How will I get to 41? Like, this is like a literal daily struggle for me. Like, what will I do?
Nothing better than a humble brag, am I right? Oh God, I've only been to 40 countries. What am I gonna do with my life? I hope you find someone you think about just as much as you think about traveling every day.
And sometimes I see that they think they're really enjoying themselves and I just want to go home. I'm like, get me out of here. Is my 55 minutes up? Yeah, I have a place. It's a wine bar and we do 55-minute dates there.
This is potentially your future husband. Why are you locking them into 55-minute meetings? These aren't billable hours.
People care about sense of humor.
They want they're lively, jolly.
No.
So they want the other partner to accept their jokes and
I don't
have.
have to be the funniest guy in the room. I don't need that.
Did you just ask if people care about a sense of humor? All right, Simanti, we gotta find her a robot who likes to go on dates that are no longer than 55 minutes long and someone who doesn't want to see her every day.
He didn't know Bolivia had salt flats. I was like, oh, yeah.
Bolivia has salt flats? What are salt flats?
But every choice I've always made since the age of 3 onwards has been great.
Every choice since the age of 3 has been great. I don't think the choice of coming on this show was that great.
You get it, love is love, right? Any language. False. But like, I need you. I need you to find me a husband. Just find me someone.
Love is love, any language, false. What does that even mean? Love is not love?
What would be like a relaxing 10 days for you? What would you do for 10 days?
Why did you put the word relaxing in front of it?
I just, because that's relaxing. Laying it like, can you relax?
Yeah, for 3 days. Like, why would you relax for 10 days? That's weird.
I don't know.
What's happening in your life that you can't relax in your real life? Like, I'm concerned if you have to relax for 10 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Look, I'm not here to judge you if you don't want to relax for longer than 3 days. I hate to tell you, but more often than not, all inclusives are 5 to 7 days, much longer than the 3 days. You'd probably drive yourself crazy. So please don't go to an all-inclusive on your visit to your 41st country. Humble brag.
Made me realize I loved law, so I went to law school.
Really like it?
What's that?
You like it?
I love being a lawyer. Yeah, absolutely love
I'm
it.
like, huh, that's weird.
Okay. Do you like being a lawyer?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
Okay, I think I figured this girl out. She hates what she does for a living. Obviously, she's going to be miserable as heck. Aparna, I hate to tell you, you don't need a new husband, you need a new job. And yes, some people like what they do for a living.
So you know he does that thing that I hate with people? When men I'm on a date with start talking to other people.
I'll tell you a little bit of, I'm actually...
Like when they talk to the bartender and have a real conversation. And I'm like, focus. Okay. Not because I'm a narcissist, but because we are choosing to... I'm glad you caveated that. Glad I caveated that. But focus on me. We're spending time together.
Oh, I think you are a narcissist. Imagine being on a date and you ask the waiter to like turn on the hockey game or like check what the score is and the date gets upset about that. Yeah, I think you're a narcissist.
What's interesting is that Philip Uncle in his reading with me, and he was like, oh yeah, look how demanding you are with the things that you're looking for in a life partner. Huh, and he just kept moving on. And am I really demanding? Like, I don't find I am. I find I'm perfectly reasonable in the things I'm looking for. The things that we know so inherently about ourselves sometimes are just told to us by someone on the outside, and it just clicks, and you're like, maybe I am that way.
Perhaps you want to kind of look at that.
No, thank you.
No?
I have pondered it. That is true. The end.
Oh yeah, the guy to be with you shouldn't be down for dates longer than 55 minutes. You're not picky. Oh yeah, the guy shouldn't be funny. Nah, not picky. Oh yeah, and if they love their job, they're a weirdo. Not picky. And you've pondered it, that's it. The end. Not picky.
So looks is secondary.
To me, as a mother.
Money also is secondary, but comfort should be, that's all.
Yeah, and that's not really secondary. That's important too, because Aparna works very hard. She's very successful, and I don't think I would want somebody who is less successful than her. The adjustment is harder.
In other words, you want that person to be more successful or be making more money than your kid because the adjustment won't be as hard. Huh? Do I smell a double standard?
Can I have a mimosa, please?
You got it? Could I have orange juice?
Orange juice, you got it? You guys?
Okay, thank you. I saw that she ordered a mimosa. It's not a big deal. Want to have a little fun? Sure, why not? But I don't drink.
A mimosa if you want to have a little fun, you know, get a little crazy.
Well, here we are. So.
Yeah,
Do you eat meat?
I'm trying to cut back a little
Okay.
more. Trying to be more healthier.
Right.
So, yeah.
But, like, bacon mac and cheese sounds amazing.
I love how she just finds the most meaty item on the menu and just says, it sounds amazing to like this dude. He looks so disturbed.
Yeah,
What did you tell Seema that you were looking for?
Yeah, I've told her a bunch of things. I was actually kind of a little bit vague.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, when you're getting set up on a date where the only reason, the only point of going on this date is to hopefully eventually get married, you probably don't want to be vague. Okay, Seema auntie, I don't think you could just say, I'm gonna take these 2 Guyanese people on my list and connect them together. I think you should ask 1 or 2 other questions like, hey, is being vegetarian an absolute requirement for you? Or, hey, are mimosas okay? Nadia, I think you genuinely stole the show. I think all of America, maybe the entire world, actually fell in love with you. And you look to be one of the most genuine people on the show. I think you're gonna do fantastic in life. Keep killing it. And I'm sure you've got a huge fan base following already.
Marriages happen where couple lives far away. The communication is very important.
So what'd you do today?
Oh, I cleaned my bathroom. I realized I hadn't cleaned my bathroom in a while, and it was a lot of hair. I always forget. It's not that I forget how hairy I am, but I forget that like what it looks like when it accumulates. I was like, oh yeah, cleaning.
Vyasar, straight up, if you're watching, you were probably the funniest dude on this entire show. I think a lot of people around the world watching this show have fallen in love with you, I'm sure. And you seem like a pretty cool guy. I mean, you know, I think it was Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, was a little bit off for a 30-year-old man, but hey, who am I gonna complain? I'm a magician.
It's hard because somebody who has really high ambitions for their career, like that's really important to me, and like, I guess, because that's how I am, and so
Right.
I think we come from 2 different places.
No, that makes sense.
Like, you can be a nice person, but like, is that gonna, you know, pay the bills 5 years from now?
Vyasar, forget that girl. She's judging you on the amount of money you make. Listen, you got a good job, you help kids, you're a teacher, you work in education. Money isn't gonna solve all your problems down the road. I'm sure by now there's probably a million girls also sliding into your DMs. I'm sure if you give one of them a chance, you'll have a successful relationship. Keep doing you, man. Keep crushing it. Well, there you have it, folks. The show was definitely a bit of a roller coaster. And there you have my thoughts on some of the craziest moments on the show. If you want to see more of my work, especially in the wedding industry, check out my website at durgyspade.com. If you are getting married anytime soon and you want an ebook, a free ebook of 7 mistakes you absolutely need to avoid when wedding planning, you can download it for free over at weddingchecklistnow.com. My gift to you. Thanks for watching. Once again, hit the subscribe, hit the like button so I can keep bringing you more content. We'll see you next time.